So I've been messing around with the Etrac, and with research I've seen a lot of people advising me to use TTF, which is two-tone ferrous. Other things I've seen about the Etrac is it's rubbish in iron. So you take it all on board, but I like to find out myself as well. So this is why I have the testing booth, and I'll mess around with detectors for hours on end with settings and stuff like that, just so you can learn a lot more than being in a field, because you can see it. I know it's a different environment with the iron and stuff like that, but you can see what the settings are doing. Plus we've got a test guard in there. I know how far they're buried, I know how much iron's in there, I know how much mineralisation's in there. So I've just found something out with mixing a few settings up. It don't do too bad in iron. Now it's not the hardest test. Your old nails, you know, square nail there and sixpence, and I'm just going to show what you're missing with two-tone ferrous and in iron. So yeah, I really enjoy using the machine. It works totally different to the other machines I've used, the more recent ones which have got like tone breaks and that, but you can still work around it. Now I'm going off the two-tone ferrous here, and people saying use two-tone ferrous with an open screen, but I'll just show you something. So let's go through the settings. Pressure level, response normal, two-tone ferrous, which is supposed to be the one. Now maybe for deep items, but I'm just trying to get this to work, see how it performs in iron. Recovery deep off, recovery fast on, ground difficult, trash density we'll call it high. Don't need to do anything with that. So let's get an ID on the silver. We've got it set up in two-tone ferrous, which people are saying. Let's just put that light on, which isn't really bright, but should clear it up a bit. It's a 35 1. So that's that. Let's test. Let's get the iron under there. Yeah, 3549. It's definitely iron. Now it's alright with the coin being away from iron and the iron being away from the coin. But what if we've got iron, the coin amongst iron, on two-tone ferrous? It's masked. It's not the fastest machine, but we can get this machine to hit that coin. We're just in some settings. We can't use tone breaks, so we can't use an IF. But discrimination, we can use discrimination. This machine seems to work really well with discrimination. You don't get much performance difference, I've found. So what we need to do, we need to get rid, discrim the iron out. So we'll go into here. That's 32, 33. So the iron's gone. It's 34, 35. Right, so I reckon 33. Let's clear it. That's clear enough. The 33. We could always back it down to 32. We'll do it 32. We might move it round. So that's 32. Two-tone ferrous. Now let's put the coin back in. It's not hitting it, but it is hitting it. But the detector thinks that's a ferrous target, but you can hear it hitting it now. So see, like that, double decoil. So we'll go into tone ID. So we'll keep it on 2-tone, but we've notched, discriminated out the iron. So let's change that tone to conduct. Now it's conducting the iron. So what we need to do is get back into this, raise that to 31. Oh, it's in the edge of the coil there, that's why it's double bleep. It's sitting in it because what I've done there, I've got rid of the iron and then changed ferrous to conduct because it was bringing the iron into the coin, and that's why it was hitting it. It was just labelling it as ferrous. We can make it sound even better. That's 2-tone with discrim. And now if we go down to number of tones, 4-tone. Which really makes it pop. And we can use multi-tone, which is my preferred method of detecting. When I heard this stuff on people telling me on the forums, I just thought I've just got to run wide open and 2-tone. Now if you watch my videos, I use full tone and 60-tone. It's in it in multi. Now I do prefer 4 on that target, but you can also, if we go, there's variability there, limits 30. We can also, I only got this machine 2 or 3 days ago, so I'm trying to get around it. Volume limit, response normal, volume gain, threshold pitch. We could put that up a bit, that'll make it pop a bit. Changing the pitch now, log. Just brought that in. No, it hasn't, because I took it out. So that's with discrimination on. It's not as slow and uncapable being iron as I've been hearing and getting told. This is why you should always test for yourself, you know. Get your own settings. Just faltered a bit on that, so just pick up that car in there. So that's with discrim on. It's not bad, that, is it? That barrel coming in the top right hand corner. You're gonna dig it. I'd dig it off toad anyway. It's got a bit of a clip, but we know because we can see that there's iron there. So it does seem like every problem does have a solution. So I now know with my testing that if I do want a hunting iron, I wouldn't use TFF, TTF, two-tone ferrous. I just wouldn't use it. I've been messing around with discrimination patterns as well, and discrimination hardly affects the performance. It seems like it works better with discrimination, this machine. Coin mode and stuff like that. So I have got a deep relic mode, which is, I'll show you now. I've always been afraid of using discrimination, but with this machine it seems like it performs better for some reason. So if we look at my discrimination patterns, this is one that you can download off there you go. So this is just going to give all iron on this end, big iron, deep iron. So I'm not discriminating out a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. I'll be doing the test with the 15-inch Detect coil on the hard 1920-inch hard in the back garden. Okay,